Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Gofie, German old fart in England. I thought I'm just going to have a bit of a day out. I wanted to show you some of these towns and cities that are sort of dotted along the lines. Actually, what I actually wanted to show you was Rugeley or Rugeley. The locals I think call it Rugeley, but we might as well end up in other places. Who knows? Depends. Yeah, welcome. Let's do it. So we're at Cannock station on our way to Rugeley. You can actually buy your tickets in England easily, or for the most part at least, on a train. Conductor will just come up to you and ask tickets and passes, so you can buy it here. In Germany, for the most part, you would be in big trouble and probably get fined. But it's not such a big deal over here. Yeah, which I quite like. People are more relaxed. Obviously, there are trains, especially the ones, let's say, from Birmingham to England, to London. You need to buy a ticket beforehand, and you need to have it ready. And there's also certain brands of trains or certain types of trains, and you need a specific ticket just for that. So the Virgin trains come to mind. Anyway, yeah, let's go places. Statues over there, because you know these are old, all sort of old mining towns, if that makes sense, you know. So these are all relics of the past now, commemorated in stone. So, welcome to the city centre of Rugeley. It's on a Saturday. Sorry about that noise in the background, I have no notion what it is, but it is here. There actually used to be a power plant in Rugeley, whichever you want to call it. And it closed down as recently as 2016 and then got demolished. Not quite sure, either in 2020 or 2019, not quite sure. So yeah, and I read a few comments as a Rugeley Facebook page, and a lot of people were quite upset. Not necessarily, I believe, because the power plant was sort of closed, because it's things like this. You have some eyesore in your town, you probably become fond of it, and also it probably must have given or brought quite a lot of jobs to people here. So this is the city centre, the town centre. I always find, no matter where you go here, unless you know what city you're in, they do look pretty similar. Same kind of shops, Greg's and Boots and Coral and Costa, yay, kind of thing. Right? So let's have a little look at the city centre. I'm very fond of sort of smaller places. I always quite like it, I really do. And just like everywhere, or most places these days, a lot of shops are closed for good. So there's not much you can do, really. I actually used to run 3 circles in Rugeley, and all the shops were in the same street, which were quite nice. Obviously, we're going to have a look at that little street, little road. And there's tons of shops. Oh, here it is, Albion Street. And there's tons of shops where you can get your baked beans and stuff all day. So on this road, there were 2 shops that I did some did some shamanic circles, and then on the other side of here used to be a shop called Pretty on the Inside. Anyway, this is the thing, you know. Nothing here is really vast, which is what I quite like. And there's benches for people to sit and just relax, you know. Always important pub. That wasn't here last time I had my circles here. I stopped my circles here in about 2018. So it's interesting to be back. Have a look. And that shop here, that used to be the podiatry shop, that used to be pretty on the inside. Quite interesting. Anyway, let's have a little bit of a look. The other not so famous thing about this place is, I googled it earlier, it's actually in the top 10 of the most criminal places in Staffordshire. So apparently there's 22 crimes per 1,000 people. Whatever that means. Right. It was actually quite pretty. You know, everybody obviously sees things from their own point of view, and because I'm from quite a big city, and really always, or most of the time anyway, lived in large places. Having things like this here, you know, to me that is just really appealing. You know, having a few shops and things are rather quaint sometimes. And of course, you can always escape the hustle and bustle of a town or a city. And here in Rugeley there's a lovely canal. And let's just have a little mooch about. Again, everything is personal preference. What gives me the most joy and what recharges my batteries the quickest is actually nature. So I consider nature my biggest ally. And so I crave places, you know. And also Rugeley is on the northern side of the chase. So you know, which I showed you little pieces of in the first episode. So anyway, here are just some small impressions of the canal in Rugeley. That's really beautiful. People's back gardens, and they can sit right by the canal. It's really, really nice. I really do enjoy sort of days out and just go out and, you know, look at things. And I'm really delighted that I can share this with you. Nah, not yet. No idea where this goes. Let's have a look. We just came from there. And as you can find in most places on the planet, there's a Mickey's. Mind the gap. Stay away the doors. Mind the gap, please. So, I hope you enjoyed the little day trip or a couple of hours out and our little trip to Rugeley. Please make sure to subscribe, like and share. Cheers guys, see you soon.